It was 2005. The internet was a new frontier, a digital Wild West. And at the center of it all was MySpace, a kingdom of 100 million users. But on a seemingly ordinary day, a digital plague began to spread. It was silent. It was unstoppable. And it was created not in a secret government lab, but in the bedroom of an 18-year-old boy. His name was Samy. And in just 24 hours, he didn't just break the rules, he broke the entire website. Before Facebook dominated, before Instagram curated our lives, there was MySpace. It was chaotic, it was personal, and it was all about expression. You could paint your digital canvas with anything you wanted. But this freedom had a flaw, a crack in the foundation. And one young hacker saw it. Samy Kamkar wasn't a criminal mastermind. He was a curious kid, a programmer who loved to push boundaries. He saw the web not for what it was, but for what it could do. His goal? Simple. To become famous on MySpace. To get 1 million friends. But manually adding friends was a slog. So Samy asked a question that would soon echo across the internet: what if the website could do it for me? Samy discovered a devastating vulnerability. MySpace let users put whatever they wanted on their profile, including code. But they had filters to block anything malicious. It was a fortress. So Samy began a digital siege, finding clever ways to sneak his code past the guards. He'd write a line of code, and MySpace would delete it. He'd disguise it, and they'd block it again. This went on for weeks. A digital game of cat and mouse. And then, he found the key. He crafted a perfect, invisible piece of JavaScript. Here's what it did: if you simply visited Samy's profile, the code would secretly execute. It would force your browser to 1. Add Samy as your friend. And 2. Copy and paste itself onto your profile. Do you see the genius? The horror? Your profile became a carrier. Anyone who visited your profile would get infected too, adding Samy and spreading the worm further. It was a perfect, self-replicating machine. A digital virus. Samy called it the Samy Worm. He clicked save, updated his profile, and held his breath. The clock started ticking. It started slowly. A few friends. Then 100. Then 1,000. The worm was spreading under the surface. But within an hour, it exploded. The MySpace servers began to groan under the weight. Every click, every page view, was creating 1,000 more. It was a tsunami of friend requests. MySpace's engineers scrambled. They had no idea what was happening. Was it a coordinated attack? A foreign government? They traced the code back to one single user. One profile. In just 20 hours, Samy Kamkar had over 1 million friends. He was, technically, the most popular person on the planet. And he had absolutely no idea how to stop it. MySpace had no choice. They took the entire site offline. For millions of users, the internet just went dark. The FBI was called. They followed the digital trail right to Samy's door. He was sitting at his computer, watching his creation spiral into a monster, when he heard the knock. It wasn't a rival hacker. It was the United States government. Samy was charged with a felony. He faced years in federal prison. He argued it was just a joke, an experiment. But the damage was real. He had cost a multi-million-dollar company untold amounts in downtime and repairs. The curious teenager was now a federal criminal. But this story has an unexpected ending. The Samy Worm was a wake-up call for the entire internet. It was one of the first major self-propagating cross-site scripting worms ever, a landmark moment in cybersecurity. The courts recognized Samy wasn't malicious. He was sentenced to probation, community service, and was banned from using computers for recreation for 3 years. A slap on the wrist with a life-changing lesson. And Samy? He learned from his mistake. He channeled his genius for good. Today, he's a world-renowned white-hat hacker, a security expert who companies pay to break into their systems, to find their flaws before the bad guys do. His story is a cautionary tale, but also one of redemption. He proved that a single line of code, written in a bedroom, can change the world. It forced the internet to grow up, to build stronger walls, and to respect the power of a curious mind.